what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me.
Taylor, nobody made you earn millions off writing songs about your exes, or play the victim in 10 years in the media, or rip off Beyonce's look from Formation. You did make me wish I had 4 minutes and 15 seconds of my life back, though. Ooh, tea's hot. What's going on, world? I am Winston A. Marshall, and this is Positive Black People News, the show that's changing the narrative. Anybody old enough to remember Steve Harvey as one of the original kings of comedy, and not just the male Oprah who hosts Family Feud, most certainly remembers Def Comedy Jam. You know, the stand-up show HBO presented by Russell Simmons, and it launched the careers of some of the most famous comics in the world, like Martin Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, D.L. Hughley, Bernie Mac, Mike Epps, and Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart, D. Ray Davis, Earthquake, Tiffany Haddish, Leslie Jones. Okay, honestly, I would be here all episode just naming the people that came through the original and rebooted versions of this show. My point is, Netflix, who loves buying up properties more than Taylor Swift loves playing the victim, has bought another one. Def Comedy Jam's 25th anniversary will be released this fall by the streaming service and will include many of those aforementioned comics, as well as others who have made a major mark on the stand-up scene. Def Comedy Jam and BET's Comic View were two major influences on my life and got me into comedy in the first place. To think that they're gonna get so many superstars together and revive my childhood has me wanting a Lunchable and a Capri Sun instead of whatever stupid food we have here today. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm canceling the trip to the steakhouse today. Lunchable and Capri Sun for everybody.
Excuse me, what?
Nyema, this is Nyema. She's new to the show. It's not your segment yet.
I don't care. You told me that you couldn't pay me, but that I would get a decent meal every day.
And free LaCroix, okay? Let's not forget about that. And besides, Lunchables is a good meal.
I'm not 5.
Okay, well, we're trying to save money for the budget, because we're
I'm hungry. Figure it out, boo-boo.
Jesus, okay, that's fine. Can you do the next segment then?
Yes, I sure can.
All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna figure this out.
Want my filet medium rare?
Okay, do you want potatoes too?
Obviously.
Jesus, all right, oof.
Norwegian Airlines announced that they will honor famed abolitionist and former slave Sojourner Truth as a tailfin hero. Truth's photo image will grace the tailfin of their 737 MAX 8 aircraft as part of an ongoing series which celebrates everyday heroes of history. Now, when I first heard Sojourner Truth would be on the tailfin of an airplane, I was a little upset. Like, why does the black woman gotta be on the back of the aircraft? And why is her image on a plane anyway? Who's gonna see that? Other than the baggage handlers and the flight crew who may or may not have just bodied a passenger to get an empty seat for somebody on standby. But then I realized, this is bigger than any of that. At a time when Confederate statues are being chopped down faster than an underage girl without a chaperone at an R. Kelly concert, I couldn't be happier that the face of an escaped slave who helped recruit Union soldiers and gain women's rights is going to be flying all across the world, high above the hillbilly racists who are still fighting about a war that ended 152 years ago. In fact, I see this as a tremendous branding opportunity for slaves throughout history. Think about it. Who wouldn't want a pair of Air Tubmans, the Jordans of walking shoes? Or maybe a set of Henry Box Brown Louis Vuitton luggage to honor the slave who mailed himself to freedom in a box crate. I know it sounds crazy, and this could, of course, go horribly wrong. After all, I don't think bottles of Afro Sheen started flying off the shelves after they decided to feature Frederick Douglass on one of their commercials.
Hey, aren't you Frederick Douglass? Yeah, we studied about you in school yesterday. About how you were a slave and how you took your own freedom, and then began to fight for freedom and dignity for all our people. Say, but what did I forget?
Are you gonna go out into the world with your hair looking like that?
But then again, people have been buying breakfast foods from Aunt Jemima since 1889, so clearly a market exists. And nothing says good morning like seeing a black person dressed up as a slave. And don't worry, white people of the Confederacy, we haven't forgotten about you. Maybe you guys can sell a line of Dixieland binoculars since you're so fond of looking away. Or better yet, a Robert E. Lee pen, like the one he used to sign the document of surrender at the end of the Civil War. While Ain't I a Woman has a lot more gravitas than Ain't I an Airline, I'm just glad Norwegian had the good sense to honor a slave on an airplane instead of on one of the cruise ships. Because the only thing worse than a giant boat leaving Norway with a slave space on the mast are Colin Kaepernick's chances of being the starting quarterback for the Dolphins this year. As long as the flight attendants don't start singing Negro spirituals or asking to see my freedom papers, on behalf of freed slaves everywhere, we're good.
It's fall, which means it's time for everyone to go back to school. Well, not me, because I'm an adult. Anyways, while most 13-year-olds are worrying about the start of high school or owning back to school like a vigilante, as Walmart would have you believe, Kimura Hudson is prepping for her freshman year of college. Can't kids just grow up at a regular rate anymore? At 13, all I wanted to do was play Soul Calibur on Dreamcast and survive Y2K. The secret to this child prodigy's success might just be Kimura's mother. Mama Hudson began a mentor program to provide Kimura and other local kids with extracurricular enrichment when Kimura was just 4 years old. Extracurricular enrichment? Meaning in addition to the normal course of study. What kind of extracurriculars does a preschooler need? When I was 4, if I could wake up from a nap, tie my own shoes, and make it back from the potty before snack time was over, my mom thought I was killing the game. And I was. And how did she spend her last summer before starting her undergraduate degree? In summer school. For the second summer in a row. At Vanderbilt University. Damn, Adam. Remember that summer when I beat you in Donkey Kong? Well, guess we should have aimed higher, bruh. I'm super proud of this girl, but please tell me you're doing something that regular kids do, like climbing trees, or Snapchatting yourself rapping songs everyone has already heard like 11 times.
Don't prevent this girl from excelling. She's probably gonna cure cancer.
Well, true that, true that. Besides, it looks like I didn't read far enough ahead. Apparently, Kimura likes to competitively swim, read, and hang out with friends. So clearly, I was just a slacker. Got it. Okay, well, Kimura, keep doing your thing, and I will handle the Snapchat stuff for the both of us.
Those troopers money never lie, no. I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one, yeah.
All right, thanks for watching this episode. We'll see y'all later.
Yeah, I'm the one, yeah.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this episode of PBPN. So we're still doing the Amazon contest, but I'm gonna temporarily postpone it because I think the most important thing right now is to pay attention and do what we can to help the people of Houston following Hurricane Harvey. So if you check out in the description below, I'm gonna leave a bunch of different links and whatnot for organizations you can donate to, things you can do to help. We will be covering this more in our episode next week about what's going on in Houston and how you can help yourself beyond this. But for now, that's what we really wanna focus on. So after that, I will come back and do the Amazon thing in about a week or two. We will still get that gift card out to somebody, but for now, I really would like for everybody to do what they can to try and help everybody down in Texas. So keep loving each other. Please come back here next week, and we will talk to you guys soon.